Students, today I am going to clarify doubts in minus I plus I, minus R plus R groups. Actually, many students have doubts in this topic because we know same groups sometimes behave as inductive groups as well as resonance groups. I mean, in some particular compounds, a particular group behaves like inductive group, and in some another compounds that group behaves like a resonance group. So how to understand this concept in detail? So first let me explain what are plus R minus R groups, what are plus I minus I groups in detail. So you see, it is very simple. In fact, no need to memorize this total decreasing order. So when we talk about plus I groups, we know plus I groups are called electron donating groups. So minus I groups are electron withdrawing groups. Plus R or plus M groups are also called electron donating groups. These are also called electron withdrawing groups. Okay. Sir, actually electron withdrawing groups are two types, minus I groups and minus R groups. Electron donating groups are two types, plus I groups and plus R groups. Okay, how to understand this concept? Because you see, sometimes this particular NH minus group, CH2 minus group, you see O minus group, these groups behaves like plus I groups, and in some cases they behave like plus R groups. So halogen sometimes you see minus I group, and sometimes halogen comes under plus R category. Sir, what is the actual criterion to understand this concept? Okay, so first let me explain about this order. So how to memorize inductive groups? There are two types of inductive groups, plus I and minus I groups. Plus I means electron donating groups. They donate sigma electrons. Generally they push sigma electron density. They do not have any lone pair. I mean, they do not donate any lone pair. They push sigma electrons. That is inductive effect. We know migration of sigma electrons is nothing but inductive effect. So this kind of groups, all groups push sigma electrons. I mean, increase electron density, sigma electron density. And these groups, minus I groups, are electron withdrawing groups. Okay, generally they withdraw sigma electrons from other atoms or groups. So it is very easy in non-conjugated systems and meta position of benzene ring, we have to see inductive effects. A group that behaves as inductive group as well as resonance group, we know very well. But in a non-conjugated system and at meta position of benzene ring, you have to take inductive effect of that group, whether plus I or minus I. If it is a conjugated system or at ortho or para position, you have to take resonance effect of that group. This is the chief difference between inductive effect and resonance effect. So resonance effect is applicable only in conjugated systems. And in benzene ring at ortho and para position, if already any group is present in the benzene ring, then at ortho and para position, resonance effect is operative. At meta position, resonance effect is never operative. So this is the concept. So how to memorize these many groups? No need to memorize these groups. Actually, you see, plus I groups, if you memorize plus I groups, and all remaining groups are minus I groups. Plus I groups, in general, we see alkyl groups in many examples. Any alkyl group behaves like plus I group. With increase of carbon number, plus I effect increases. Okay, suppose the two primary are there. One is ethyl, another one is N-propyl. N-propyl has more number of carbons, that has higher plus I power. So like that, suppose you have same number of carbons but different nature of carbon, primary, secondary, tertiary, then this is the correct order. So alkyl groups are always plus I groups. In addition to alkyl group, you can memorize these groups. Apart from these groups, all remaining groups are minus I groups. So withdrawing groups, powerful withdrawing groups. Nitrogen carries positive charge. Okay, NO2 group already you know very well. NO2 group is presented like this. In NO2 also nitrogen carries plus charge, no doubt. So if nitrogen carries plus charge, that is very powerful withdrawing group with respect to inductive and resonance as well, you see. Okay, because of high electron density, effective nuclear charge is very high. So because of high effective nuclear charge on this nitrogen, they withdraw electron. So that's why these are powerful withdrawing group. CH3 is also powerful withdrawing group because carbon is attached to 3 more electronegative halogen atoms that increase positive charge on carbon, that increases the electron density of carbon, electronegativity of carbon. So when electronegativity increases means generally effective nuclear charge increases, means it withdraws electron more easily. Cyano group carbon is sp hybridized. Next carbon is sp2 hybridized, easy to memorize. Sp hybridized carbon is powerful minus I group than sp2. You see first sp comes, after that sp2 aldehyde ketone, powerful withdrawing groups. Carboxylic acid and carboxylic acid derivatives. So halogen we know because of their high electronegativity, already they are electron withdrawing groups. OH group, alkoxy group, NH2 group or NH or something. Nitrogen does not carry positive charge. That's why it is weak minus I group. Triple bonded carbon. Okay, phenyl group, these are. So in general, these are minus I groups. Okay, suppose double bond is attached to a triple bond. Okay, you see triple bond is more electronegative than double bond. So that vinyl group or double bonded carbon shows plus I effect. Triple bonded carbon shows minus I effect. Okay, so accordingly on the basis of nature of the given compound, we have to identify the proper group. Okay, plus I minus I like it, because some exceptions are also there. I will explain in detail. So this is totally with respect to hydrogen. Methyl group greater than hydrogen you can write, greater than hydrogen you can write. So these are plus I and minus I groups. So plus R or minus R group, plus R or plus M. So resonance groups are mesomeric groups. Actually they have speciality. You see these groups already some are present in plus I, some are present in minus I. Already I told you in conjugated systems and ortho and para positions of benzene ring, these groups show resonance effect. So how to identify a plus R or minus R group in a conjugated system? This is very easy trick. You have a conjugated system, and to this conjugated system some group is attached, some group. Okay, now it may be plus R or minus R. How to understand this one, sir? So to the conjugated system like this, suppose I have this conjugated system, ignore hydrogens. Okay, some group is attached like NH2 group, any group. I have to take some group. So NH2 group is there, and the atom of this group which is directly attached to conjugated system possesses lone pair. If the atom of any group which is directly attached to conjugated system possesses lone pair, then that is always a plus R group. No need to confuse here. You see, in all these groups, negative charge means no doubt lone pair is there. So this bond represents this connectivity with conjugated system. So when any atom or group, any atom of a group is directly attached to conjugated system and that contains lone pair, definitely that comes under plus R group. If lone pair is not present, then that is minus R group. You see, in all these groups there is no lone pair. And one more trick is there. In generally minus R groups, the atom attached to conjugated system is connected to more electronegative atoms, like you see NF3 plus. Okay, the positive charge is already there. They are powerful withdrawing groups. Already I told you. NO2 group, cyano group, you see. NO2 group is attached to a conjugated system, already positive charge is there. Cyano group is attached to a conjugated system. Okay, then you see this carbon or this nitrogen, they do not possess any lone pair. If lone pair is not present at the atom of a group which is directly connected to the conjugated system, that should be a minus R group. So you see this is further attached to more electronegative atom by multiple bond, SO3H group, you see SO3H. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bonds already there with sulfur, no chance for lone pair, and further it is attached to more electronegative atoms by multiple bonds. So you can easily predict whether a group is plus R or minus R. Lone pair trick used for plus R. If no lone pair, or generally if in the group the atom which is attached to conjugated system is attached to more electronegative by multiple bond, then that should be considered as as minus R group. So these are the general tricks. Now I am going to clarify your doubt. That is, sir, you see group like amino or OH or alkoxy, okay, it behaves sometimes as inductive group, sometimes as resonance group. So how to understand this concept? Already I gave the trick. You see, if the system is non-conjugated system or meta position of benzene, then that group possesses only plus I or minus I effect, because at meta position there is no resonance effect. We know, you draw resonating structure of any compound, nitro group with benzene ring, nitrobenzene, aniline, you draw, okay, there is no charge at meta position. So like that, in case of conjugated systems or ortho and para positions of benzene, that group behaves like, I mean any group behaves like either plus or minus R group. Means plus R or minus R effect is operative in these systems and these systems. Plus I or minus I effect is operative in this and this particular system. Okay, so different systems. So let me explain in detail about this, some examples, because without example you cannot understand. I am taking this particular example, CH2NO2. We know very well NO2 is an electron withdrawing group, powerful electron withdrawing group. It behaves like minus I as well as minus R. But in this case, what is the nature of NO2 group? You see, this NO2 group is attached to carbon. This particular group, it is not a conjugated system, or it is not any benzene ring, nothing. So this NO2 group is a powerful withdrawing group, no doubt, but it is a minus I group, because this is a non-conjugated system. Very simple. So already I told you this vinyl group, this triple bonded carbon come under minus I. But if both are present in the same compound, like this, I am going to take some non-conjugated system, like this. It is a non-conjugated system because two multiple bonds are separated by two single bonds. So in this case, we know this is more electronegative, this is less electronegative. So it behaves like minus I group. It should behave, I mean, with respect to this carbon, you see, with respect to this carbon, it has to behave like minus I group. So because these two are not directly connected to each other. So it is connected to this carbon, so it is sp3 carbon, very less electronegative. So with respect to this carbon, this is more electronegative, so minus I group, more electronegative, minus I group. So like this, you can easily understand examples you are given like this. What is the nature of this methyl group? Now alkyl groups are always no doubt plus I groups. It is a plus I, it shows plus I effect, but it is attached to sp2 carbon. So this group here shows minus I effect because all these are non-conjugated systems. So when it comes to conjugated system like this, I have taken a conjugated system. Okay, this is a conjugated system, clear? Now OCH3 group is minus I group as well as plus R group. So what is the nature of this group in this compound? It is a conjugated system, yes sir. So it donates its lone pair. Always plus R groups donate their lone pair and they increase electron density in the conjugated system. Negative charge is developed at this carbon. Okay, don't do reverse resonance, because reverse resonance will be incorrect. Because the nature of electron donating group plus R group is to donate its lone pair. So when it donates its lone pair, it increases the electron density in the conjugated system like this. So the group, this particular group is in conjugated system. Okay, including this group, the system is conjugated. So that's why it behaves like plus R group. If I take similar example like this, okay, now you see difference between this one and this one. I am taking one more carbon. Okay, this one, same number of carbons, same terminal group, but what is the difference? This is a conjugated system, this is a non-conjugated system. In conjugated system, we know resonance takes place, means it behaves like electron withdrawing group. It decreases electron density in the conjugated system. O minus, nitrogen as usual shows plus charge, so this pi bond shifted here, so this carbon gets electron deficiency, so this behaves like minus R group. So same group, nitro group, here minus I group, but here minus R group. Okay, so the logic is simple. If any group is attached to non-conjugated system or in the meta position of benzene ring, that group shows only inductive effect. If that same group is attached to any conjugated system or ortho or para positions of benzene ring, that should show resonance effect plus R or minus R. And it is very easy to identify whether the group is plus R or minus R. Now you see, you have some groups like this. I am taking some compounds like this: ortho nitrobenzoic acid, meta nitrobenzoic acid, and para nitrobenzoic acid. Okay, so this is at ortho position, this is at meta position, this is at para position. Generally, nitro group is a minus R group, minus I group. Okay, no doubt. Ortho position, it shows minus I group, and it is also minus I group. But in fact, what happens when we talk about minus R and minus I? Minus R always dominates minus I. So that's why we often ignore minus I effect. Actually, it shows both minus R and minus I. But at ortho position or para position or in conjugated system, so we often give importance to resonance effect but not inductive effect. So that's why although it shows minus R and minus I effect, so minus R dominates minus I. Here also minus R, minus I. So because of, you see, resonance stabilization, more resonance stabilization than inductive stabilization, resonance gets more priority than inductive. And when it comes to meta position, you see in meta position there is no inductive effect, there is no resonance effect, only inductive effect is there. So inductive effect is present like this. So when you talk about acidic strength of these three acids, we know very well in acids electron withdrawing groups increase the acidic strength. So electron withdrawing nature, double withdrawing, single withdrawing. So second one should be least. Okay, because in all these three minus I is common, but in addition to minus I, minus R, the dominating effect is there in this one and this one. So now it comes at the least, and between these two, which is more acidic? Actually, minus R and minus R, ortho and para minus R effect is there. So with respect to minus R, we cannot compare the acidic strength because resonance effect never depends on distance. But inductive effect depends on distance. With increase of distance, the minus I or plus I effect decreases. So resonance effect, with respect to resonance effect, we can't compare the acidic strength of these two. Now you go for inductive effect, minus I, but this minus I is present near to COH group, but in this minus I effect is far away from COH group. So if we talk about minus I effect in general, this one comes at second and this one comes at top, and moreover we know very well from carboxylic acids ortho effect is there. So any substituent at ortho position of carboxylic acid increases the acidic strength. I am going to take one more example of acidic strength. Well, we have phenol, some derivatives of phenol like this. Phenol, okay, alcohol, okay, already aromatic compound I have taken one example. So I am going to take alcohols, example of alcohols or carboxylic acid, anyone you can take. Nitro group is present here. One more alcohol I am taking. In this there is no branch, in fact, okay. Now I am taking one more group, suppose chlorine or fluorine in a halogen. We know electron with rank groups increase the acidic strength. So second one should be least, because in second one this group behaves like plus I group, electron donating group. There is no electron with rank group. Here we have electron with rank and with rank, which is powerful with rank group. Obviously nitro group is a powerful with rank group, so less in with rank effect is there, and this one tops. So similarly we can say, we can take one more example, carboxylic acid, aliphatic carboxylic acid. I am taking, now you see carefully, I am taking fluorine here, and in another example I am taking fluorine here. Right. You can also take fluorine here in one more compound if possible. Then you can write here fluorine I am taking here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, which is more acidic. You see, in this electron with rank group is there, electron with rank group, but this one is electron donating group, plus I effect is there. So it should be the least acidic, because donating groups decrease the acidic strength. With rank groups increase the acidic strength. Where is the more with rank power? Actually in 1, 3 and 4 fluorine is there, so same electron with rank effect is there. But you see carefully, where is more with rank effect? These are all non-conjugated systems, no need to talk about plus R or minus R. You go for inductive groups, inductive effect. So fluorine is minus I effect. So minus I effect means fluorine is present very near to this and somewhat distance is there and far away from COH group in this. So more the distance, small the inductive effect, small the electron with rank effect. Okay. Third one tops, because in third one fluorine is present near to the carboxylic acid. Okay. So actually in this class we came to know about the discrimination between inductive effect and resonance effect. A group behaves like inductive as well as resonance in different cases. But what are those cases? How to understand those cases? Okay, this is the video, and in one more video I will explain the activating and deactivating effects of various groups. Generally in benzene ring we know electrophilic substitution takes place, and some groups increase the electron density in the benzene ring, some groups decrease the electron density in the benzene ring. So activating, deactivating power, their order, along with examples, I will make one more video. Okay, and that is very important concept as well.